Do you know only 57,000 people have visited Antarctica till the date, including scientists, researchers, tourists, and support staff? Antarctica is a unique and remote continent, and only a limited number of people have had the privilege of setting foot on its icy surface. According to the Antarctica Treaty, which was signed in 1959 by 12 nations, only approved individuals and groups are allowed to visit the continent. In this video, I'll be sharing the story of one of those 57,000 personalities who went against all the social norms and believed in her passion. I'm talking about Professor Sudipta Sengupta, who is a professor in structural geology in Jadavpur University, Calcutta, India. She is one of the first Indian women who set the foot on Antarctica, popularly known to publish a book, Antarctica in Bengali, and numerous articles and television interviews on geosciences. Hello, my name is Isha Narvekar, and I will be sharing the story of one more woman who fought for her dreams and courageously made it a reality she is living in today. We women always look for inspiration to take that one step that can make our dreams come true. This series is a small attempt from my end to inspire that nervous kid inside you to overcome all the insecurities and make the dreams of today reality of tomorrow. Sudipta ji was the youngest daughter of three, born to Jyoti Rajan Sengupta and Pushpa Sengupta in Calcutta, India. Her father was a meteorologist, and their family spent a lot of time in both India and Nepal. She says she comes from a land of Durga. We worship Durga, and as a child, she believed that she lived in Kailash. Now I know that Durga lives in us, in all of the women. Sudipta ji is an expert mountaineer and was trained in advanced mountaineering by Tenzing Norgay in Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. Tenzing Norgay was one of the first two men to scale Mount Everest in 1953. She has participated in numerous mountaineering expeditions in India and Europe, including an unnamed virgin peak in the Lahore region, which they later named Mount Leona. She spent her parts of childhood close to mountains in Nepal, accompanying her meteorologist father stationed there. Sudipta ji did not know geology as a career until much later. She had inherited an interest in physics, but just when it was the time to enroll in the Jadavpur University, something changed her mind. She mentioned that her father always encouraged her to study science. From our childhood, he told her about the achievements of many scientists. Hence, she decided to study physics like her father. But then she opted for geology as she came to know that geologist one can do science as well as travel to remote places. Calcutta at that time was the hub for geology. The Geological Survey of India was founded here in 1851. The country's first ever geology department had been established at Presidency College in 1892. Jadavpur University's own department came about in 1956. In 60s, when Sudipta ji entered the scene, it was heady times. Yet it was almost unheard for girls to study geology, and Sudipta ji found herself only 1 in 2 in a class of 25. Before her, there were 3 women who had studied geology in university ever. Most universities back then did not take girls for geology. As one may expect, her chosen path elicited a significant amount of patronage from those around her. Society and even the academic world sometimes did not take women seriously. It was like, okay, study, chalta hai, mentioned Sudipta ji in one of her interviews. She learned later that this attitude was not exclusive to Indians. She was a minority even in Imperial College London, despite working under Janet Watson, the first woman to head the Geological Society. Even in Uppsala University in Sweden, where she worked for a while, she was the only woman. Yet Sudipta ji affirmed that there was not a single seed of doubt planting in her mind, even at that young age. She once mentioned that when she topped university exams, she got a confidence that she can beat all the men and she is better than many in the room, if not all of them. No matter what, she believed that she is better than anyone else in the room, and if anyone has the problem, it is theirs and not her. Fortunately, encouragement was plenty at her own home. Her family was a very progressive, with 3 sisters in her family. She also mentioned that her mother used to accompany her to the field where she had to stay at least for a month, which was her biggest support during PhD. Everyone's journey has a life-changing experience that tried to break the barriers, and Sudipta ji shared one amongst them. She said, one young Sanathal boy helped her carry rocks. Today, she cannot imagine a young girl doing field work alone in some parts of the country with a 16 or 17-year-old boy. Sure, the villagers would have laughed at her seeing her carry all those stones. They would have called her stone-carrying girls. But she never felt threatened. Just a year into her lecturership at Jadavpur, Sudipta ji got the assignment that would win her mainstream fame. She was chosen to be the part of 3rd Indian scientific expedition to Antarctica. Here, she would go on to conduct pioneering studies of geology of the sea mature hills of East Antarctica. Sudipta ji is especially proud of this work as it built the basis of her further research in that particular area. Sudipta ji was one amongst the 3 geologists in the expedition. Also part of her team was Aditi Pant, a marine biologist. Sudipta ji and Aditi ji are today known as the first Indian women scientists in Antarctica. Though Sudipta ji had female company on the ship, there was none in the icy wild where she had to camp to conduct her research. Sudipta ji has published numerous papers in Indian as well as international journals. She had edited a book with contributions by renowned structural geologists and also authored a book on her travels and work in Antarctica, which has become a bestseller in West Bengal. She was awarded the Bhatnagar Award for Excellence in Science by the Government of India. She is a fellow of Indian National Science Academy. Professor Sengupta ji also received National Mineral Award and the Antarctica Award from the Government of India, along with numerous other awards like Profession and Career Award of the Ladies Study Group. Sudipta ji was a part of forum titled Women in Science and Technology at the India International Center in New Delhi. Starting from zero to making a mark in the industry as a woman, the journey of Sudipta ji created a mark on the hearts and minds of many women aspiring to build their career. Sometimes empowerment is not what the society does, but what you do with your dreams and passion. What actions are you taking to make your dreams come true? If you love watching our video, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. And also make sure to let us know your suggestions in the comment section.